Hi, Carrier. How you doing? How's everything? I got to make the call myself. Chris, am I allowed, as President of the United States, am I allowed to call the president of an air conditioning company? May I? He said only one time. It'll only take one call. Because my wife would say, don't do that. You're the president. But it's so much fun for me. So I'll call the head of Carrier and Ford and these others. And I'll say, let me just tell you something. You've let go of thousands of people, and you've left, in this case, Indiana and Chicago and all of the different places, right? And Michigan, which I'm going to win Michigan. We're going to win Illinois. We're going to win Indiana. We're going to win these states. Because I've been talking about it for years. These other guys, they start talking about it, and believe me, it's not going to work for them. Not going to work out so well. But we're going to win Michigan big. You watch what happens. But I'm going to say to them, you want to move your plant, enjoy Mexico. It's a wonderful place, beautiful weather. I hope you like 120 degrees. It's wonderful. But here's what you're going to do. Every unit you make that you sell into the United States, you're going to pay a 35% tax, okay? 35. Very simple. Very simple. Now, here's what's going to happen. Now, some conservatives would say that's not free market. I mean, we're losing our shirts, folks. We're losing our jobs. We don't have a choice. So here's what's going to do. If I saw Carrier before they move, in other words, I want to get in there quickly because I'm going to call them fast. They haven't moved yet. But before they moved, I'd say, you move, enjoy yourself. You're going to pay a 35% tax. They're not moving. They're not going to move. It's very simple. They're not moving. Now, if it's too late, they move, I'm charging these companies some tax because you know what? We're getting killed. We're losing all of our jobs. We're losing everything. So at least the United States is going to make a hell of a lot of money. And what do you think? And these dummies say, oh, well, that's a trade war. Trade war? We're losing $500 billion in trade with China. Who the hell cares if there's a trade war? Trade war. It's crazy. Think of it. $500 billion, and they're telling me about a trade war. And you're not going to have a trade war. Two things are going to happen. China devalues their currency. That's how they're killing us, okay? They devalue their currency. They're behaving very, very badly. And on top of that, they're building fortresses in the South China Sea, and they're doing things. Let me tell you something. China will behave, and China will be our friend, and we'll do better with China under me, and we're going to also do better economically with me. They're going to respect our country again. I was told just yesterday by a very important person that China is very concerned about Donald Trump being elected. Because you know why? Because they're going to have to pay up. They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do. So, and I will say, look, a lot of you don't know the world of economics, and you shouldn't even bother. Just do me a favor, leave it to me. I have so much fun with it. But don't just go and enjoy your life. But China is killing us, and so are other countries, with devaluation of their currency. And they're making it impossible for our companies to compete. And they're doing it more than ever and worse than ever. About 9 months ago, they did a devaluation that they weren't supposed to do. It was the biggest devaluation in 20 years, okay? The biggest devaluation in 2 decades. Not going to happen anymore, folks. They make it impossible for us. It's not going to happen anymore. And when companies move, different situation, and they want to move to a different place, or they want to move in particular to Mexico, which is becoming a mini version of China, we're going to be friendly with Mexico, and I love the Mexican people. I employ thousands and thousands of Hispanics, and I'm doing great in the polls. And by the way, the Hispanics love me. You know why? They're here legally. The Hispanics that are here legally, they don't want their houses taken away. They don't want their jobs taken away. That's why I'm doing well with the Hispanics now. And we're doing great with the African Americans because they know I'm going to create jobs. I'm going to bring back jobs. We are not going to be the stupid country anymore. Folks, believe me, we are viewed as the stupid country. We're like a big, sloppy bully that gets punched in the face and goes down. You ever see a bully get knocked out? It's a terrible thing, unless you're doing the punching, then it's okay. Okay? But just so you understand, we're going to change things. Okay. So we're going to make great trade deals. We're going to have tremendous borders. And we want people to come in. They're coming in legally. We're going to have the wall. We need the wall for the drugs. Just recently, 2 weeks ago, 16,500 Border Patrol agents endorsed me. And I called them. And I said to them, frankly, because these are great people, they are told to stand back. These are great people. They want to endorse me because they want to do the job. They're fantastic people, and they can do a great job. But I said to them when they endorsed, I said, I have to ask you one question. Do we need the wall? You know what their answer was? Mr. Trump, we absolutely need the wall. They told me. I just wanted to be sure. I said, because I said to him, I want to build a wall. You have to tell me. Who knows better than the Border Patrol? I mean, that's what they do. They walk the border. They said, Mr. Trump, you absolutely, it's another tool, and there are other things, but you absolutely have to have the wall, Mr. Trump, but it's got to be a real wall, not a little toy wall. They put up these little walls. So we're going to build. See that ceiling? That ceiling is peanuts, folks, okay? That ceiling is peanuts. We are going to build a wall. If they ever get up, they're saying, oh, man, how do I get down for this wall? And we're going to make it beautiful, and we're going to make it big, and we're going to make it powerful. And we're going to rebuild our military because our military is being decimated. Did anybody see the big piece that was on television all last week where our fighter jets are going to junkyards to buy planes? This is the United States, right? They saw it. Where our fighter pilots and fighter planes, they're going to junkyards where they have the junkyards for the old broken down planes, and they're stripping the planes apart and putting them on our 20-year-old fighter planes. And we're like a third world country. And what we do is we're ordering planes, and other countries are ordering planes that are modern, clean, beautiful. And we got stuff where we're putting junk back on our planes, and we're putting our pilots in there, and they're taking planes and they're stripping other planes that are on the runway because they can't get the planes to work. So they're using essentially 60% of our flight. And I'm saying, is this the United States? Is this our country? So we're going, Obama doesn't care. He can't care. He can't care. He can't care. So what we're going to do, our military is being depleted at a time where we need our military probably more than ever before, right? We are going to have a military that's going to be so big and so strong and so powerful that nobody is going to mess with us. Just remember, nobody. Nobody. And as part of that, and to me very important, we are going to take care of our vets because our vets are being treated badly. We're going to repeal and replace Obamacare. Obamacare is a disaster. We're going to terminate Common Core, and we're going to have local education for your children. We're going to preserve the Second Amendment, which is under siege. And we are going to make America first. You know, there's an expression. We don't make America first. That's why we have all these bad deals. We have these negotiators. First of all, they're political hacks. They shouldn't have the job. We're going to use we have the greatest business people in the world. We're going to use the greatest business minds while we negotiate with China and all